Okay, so we have an error here. Hydration failed because the initial UI does not match the rendered server. Okay, let's reload it again. Okay, still giving us error. Um, list. Why is tablet? Oh, we want to render category list mobile phone here, not this one. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now it's working. So the problem was I was rendering it inside the drop-down element, like we have a menu component in category list mobile. So I was rendering that menu inside the drop-down component. So that's why maybe it was causing an error. And maybe InDesign doesn't support the inline element inside drop-down. So instead of that, I have conditionally rendered the drop down. So the whole drop down. So if it is not tablet, that means the large device, then we're going to use the initial actual drop down like the category list. And if it is a small device, then we're going to uh, render this category list mobile, right? So now we have to work uh, on the div, right? So as you can see, this is breaking our UI. So we have to do this manually. So to do that, okay, let's category list mobile. Let's close this and this. Okay, so on this one, okay, so we can say that the position is absolute, right? Okay, so now it works. So we have to also have to manage this with a state if we want to get the menu to open. So we can just take another state like const menu open menu. So it should be initially it should be false. Okay. So when clicking on the button, we want to set it to the opposite of what it is currently now, and set menu open to menu open. Like if it is true, we want to make it false. If it is false, we want to make it true. So we can toggle it. So now we can add another condition that if it is menu open and it is a small device, then you can show it. Okay. All right. So if we are doing this, I think it will need a separate button also. So let's just copy that and wait. I think how are we doing this? Okay. So we can remove the on click from here. All right, so we have a completely different category, even the button. So if it is large device, we are rendering the drop down with a normal category, and if it a small device, we have a different button and everything. So now if I click on it, as you can see, we have created a toggle. Okay, now it works. So if the user opens everything, so we do not want it to have a full width or a take full height. So what we can actually do is we have set up the height to 100 VH. So 100 VH might be too high, or might be too much for height. We can reduce it, like we can actually calculate the value. Let's say calculate 100 VH, and we want to minus the height of the neighbor. So let's see what is the height of the neighbor. So if we inspect from here, we can see that the neighbor is actually taking 143 pixels of height, right? So what we can do is we can minus the 143 pixel. Okay, so let's inspect again. Okay, now you can see it is taking a 100 pH of height. We do not have any additional scroll uh, beside from these categories. So let me go back to our previous project that I added, and I'm just going to copy paste some design, some styles, because I think after rendering all this, you can manage handling all the style. You can manage the styling part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and copy it here. Okay. I'm just styling the UI tags and the link tags and everything. I think you can do it too. I do not have to show you. So yes, that's what we are getting. So from top, actually, we want to say top 70 pixel. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, doesn't work. Uh, okay, we did not want that. Category list, mobile category list, right? Mobile category list. I think we can make this relative, right? Make this one relative. Like mobile, let's say mobile category wrapper. Okay, can give it a position of relative. Okay, so now it works. Let's cut it and okay. So now well, we shouldn't say 70 pixel, let's say 0. Okay, 0 doesn't work. Let's say 30, 40, what about 50? Yeah, I think we should give it a box shadow. So what you can do about box shadow is you do not have to write it manually. You can just search on Google like box shadow generator. You'll see multiple websites. Let's go to the first one. So you can generate your drop shadows from here. Okay. So we do not want vertical or horizontal line, and then we can say we want the blur radius or speed radius, and we can reduce the opacity. We can play around with these toggles and see what style fits here. Okay, so after you are done, you just have to copy it from here and paste it on your code. Okay, so let's paste it here. Okay, now it should work. Go to page. Okay, now we have our drop shadow, right? All right. So now you have different categories for different widths or different font size. So the UI is breaking because of this top number. I'm going to make it responsive later. So let's give it a 50 pixel. The 50 pixel is too much, I think. Okay. So our small screen category is done. This is for our small screen, and this is for our large screen. We can easily toggle between them. Okay. So now users from large skin and users from small skin, they will both see a different category, but the both will be they are both okay. Okay, so they will see the both large skin users and the small skin users will see different categories, but both are catered to their skin sizes. And so as you can see, for it looks great in large skin and it looks great in small skin, because in your e-commerce project, the category section is very important. Okay, so after that, what do you have left?